Hello and welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I'm Jennifer and this is your monthly numerology for November 2024. I love this. I do. I love that the numerology for November and December is always the same monthly numerology as it is in January and February of the next year. The reason why I love that is because we're sort of carrying over a little bit of the energy from the previous year, moving into a new year with a new number, because 2025 is a 9-year. Currently, 2024 is an 8-year. 44 8-year is what I say. There's some people with numerology that don't feel that way. That's fine. To each his own. But this is a 44 8-year, and moving into 2025 is a 9-year. So it is going to be the same, but a little bit different feeling of the vibration with the numbers that you have for November as in January. So, but it's carrying the same energy over so that you can kind of clear the energy, move into something new, while still bringing a little bit of the old with you. You know, making yourself comfortable, I guess I should say. So for November, we've got a few things happening, some interesting things happening astrologically. On November 1st, we start the month off with a new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio hits its peak at 8:47 a.m. on November 1st. So not only is it happening on the first day of the month, but it's also happening first thing in the morning. So I really do love this. And by the way, that is 8:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when it hits its peak. On November 2nd, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. Now, this is not the worst place for Mercury, but it is certainly not its favorite place, because Mercury rules Gemini, which opposes Sagittarius. And so it's feeling a little bit uneasy because it's opposing something that it rules. However, here's the kicker. Jupiter is currently in Gemini. Guess who it rules? Sagittarius. So, and that's the more modern version of astrology. If you're looking at the traditional, it's a different ruler, but this is what we're going with. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Mercury rules Gemini, and they're opposing each other. So this is going to be real entertaining for a minute. That's what I'm going to go with, entertaining. On the 3rd of November, we have Mars moving into Leo. Mars does enjoy being in fire signs. I mean, it rules Aries. So Mars does enjoy being in Leo. It's a good time. On the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. Again, not a horrible place for Venus. Its worst place is in Virgo, and who can blame it? I mean, I have a Virgo sun. I can't blame Venus for that. But definitely, it's not a horrible place for Venus. So again, we're just still dealing with a lot of the planets are moving into places that are not the worst, but maybe not their most favorite. On the 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus. The full moon hits its peak at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also on the same day, Saturn goes direct in Pisces. So that Saturn is currently in, again, not the worst place for Saturn, but certainly not its most favorite. But it's giving us a little bit of a boost on our discipline. Now that Saturn is moving direct, it's giving us just a little bit of a boost in our discipline, because going retrograde in a water sign, it's already feeling a little weird in that water sign. And now it's going retrograde. It's just like, okay, this is good. But going direct, it is going to give us that boost in our discipline that I do feel like we need. On the 19th, Pluto moves back into Aquarius. Now, I haven't looked ahead into 2025 that deeply, but I do not believe that Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn again. I think Pluto is here stationing in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto does not fully leave Aquarius until 2044. So we're in this for the long haul. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Now, on the 21st, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius. All right, Sag season. I mean, I love all those Sagittarius out there just like, oh, celebrate good times. I know, you're in it. On the 25th, we have just a little bit of a curveball, but not a huge one, because we deal with this a few times a year. Mercury goes retrograde. It's okay. We're going to be okay. We are. Just make sure you read the fine print. Make sure you double check everything. It's going to be all right. It's a few weeks out of the year. Like, what is this, the third time or the fourth time we've had Mercury retrograde this year? I know. It's not horrible, and I'm double ruled by Mercury. We can get through this. And it's after the election, so we should be clear. Hopefully. Well, the election here in the U.S., just FYI. And it's really gearing us up for this holiday season. Mercury retrograde, mix up in communication. Please double check with your guests. Please double check with everything that's going on. And please double check like prices and your money situation as we move into the holiday season. More on that in just a second. Now, at the end of the month, we're ending with 3 planets and North Node in fire. We have 3 planets and South Node in air. 2 planets in earth and 2 planets in water. So it's pretty balanced. I mean, we're in a pretty balanced situation, I feel like. More so than we have been like some parts of this year. But I'm really digging this. I feel like this is going to be a fantastic month. Now, I want to tell you about the stone that I have picked for this month. Or maybe it picked me. I don't know. But I want to talk to you about this lovely, lovely crystal stone, however you want to put it, and see what you think. Okay, so the one that I picked is sodalite. Sodalite is such a fantastic stone. I mean, look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. And look at how many different sorts of like, I want to say like variations we have. Okay, we have some darker ones, we have some lighter ones with more of the white veining in it. I have some rough and some polished here, some smooth. This is like one of the prettiest like examples. I love this. Look at the browns and the blacks and the whites and the blues, and it predominantly is a blue stone. But wow, 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 wow. The thing about this bracelet I really want to show you is, do you see like all the variations that are in this bracelet? That is fantastic examples of like all the variations that you can get in sodalite. I know. And this, I can't help it. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? I know you can see the reflections of my lights, but isn't that just a gorgeous piece? And of course, we have like the ones that are, don't roll off. Don't roll off. Stay right there. We have the lighter ones that does have, you can still see the little bit of brown in it, but the lighter ones are still, I mean, so pretty. I even brought out a wand, you know, a wand, a heart, some polished, some of the more like rough stones. I have a lot of these. I really like sodalite. So let me tell you why I like sodalite so much. So one of the things that I really, when I was looking up, and I got several different books here. One book that I pulled from was Crystal Therapy by one woman that we don't speak of a lot. And the other one is Judith Lukomsky. I think I'm saying that right, but Crystal Therapy. It is a fantastic book if you can get your hands on it. The definition that I really love is helps you release control issues, increases psychic awareness, and is wonderful. It is a wonderful third eye stone. Seriously, that is fantastic. And I think that releasing control issues during this time of Mercury going retrograde is going to be really important. It also helps clear electromagnetic stress. So being around like your computers or being on your phone all the time or having to use your GPS, this is a good time to like use some of this stuff. Use sodalite to help clear out some of this stuff. This is great for building self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-trust. It relieves panic attacks, phobias, guilt, mental confusion. I think that is amazing. I really do. This stone helps to stimulate the pineal and pituitary glands, and it harmonizes with the third eye and deepens meditation to understand the circumstances in which you find yourself. Again, we're entering into the holiday season, especially here in the U.S. because we have Thanksgiving before we run into Christmas. It helps to eliminate confusion and intellectual bondage. It releases mental conditioning and rigid beliefs, creating space to put new insights into practice, bringing about emotional balance. I love that. It transforms a defensive or overly sensitive personality and releasing core fears and control mechanisms and integrating the shadow qualities. It's useful for groups. It brings harmony and solidarity of purpose, stimulating trust and companionship and encouraging interdependence. Sodalite clears, again, electromagnetic pollution and can be placed on computers. I think this is such a wonderful thing. I do. I love this. I love this stone. I think it's wonderful. And this is the other book that I use, The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall. Highly recommend this book. I have a couple of copies of this. Can't get away from it. I know. I love it. I do recommend it to everyone. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is I am going to be pulling from 2 decks of cards today. I'm going to be pulling from Moonology, the Oracle cards, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck, so that we can get some advice for your individual monthly numerology. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to November. I'm really looking forward to revisiting this monthly numerology when we move into a 9-year and seeing what the difference is, what the vibration is going to be like, because with this month in particular, we have a lot of planets that are starting to move into into new signs. They're going direct. They're starting to go direct. Mercury's going retrograde. It's a lot of energy, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the numerology looks like for you in January under the different vibration of a 9-year. I know. So excited. All right, stick around. Let's see what your individual numerology is for your life path. And so we can get through the last of this 8-year. Hello, Life Path 9. Welcome to your November's numerology. And Mouse, who seems to want to be in this, or at least he wants a piece of this. So, yeah. Who knows? He's been at war with Mercury. We'll see what happens. All right, Life Path 9. Let me tell you about your November. So, November for you is a 1 month. I think this is phenomenal because that means January is also going to be a 1 month for you as we enter into a 9-year. Now, it's not exactly the opposite. I just want to say, I don't think of like endings and new beginnings is opposition to each other, but you are all about transition. You're all about releasing, completion, like completion of a cycle. You're all about, releasing, removing clutter, physical and spiritual. And the reason why is because you have to have an ending to have a new beginning. I know I've told you this about your life path number before, but when you're moving into a 1 month, this is an opportunity for you to really, really harness that courage that is innately part of your life path number to say, okay, I'm afraid of this next step. Maybe you're fighting it a little bit, but moving into it with courage and just saying, okay, I'm still going to move through this. I'm still going to go with the new beginning. And that's what you're all about. Moving into 1 month is all about new beginnings. It's all about inspirational ideas, taking the leadership position. The vibration of the 1 is initiative. It's courage. It's the first energy, almost like an Aries kind of energy, This is about individuality and opportunities bubbling to the surface. This is really the time when you can exhibit your executive abilities. Oh, yeah, I think you have them, Life Path 9. You can jump in. You can jump into the deep end and find yourself bubbling to the surface. I think this is a great time because this is a Genesis vibration. This is all about the masculine energy, the yang, which is that take charge kind of energy. This is a great time to get really creative with ideas that are coming into you because ideas are coming into you. It's again, a lot of inspiration is coming in. And the great thing is that this gives you an opportunity to really discover that confidence within yourself, to discover how resourceful you can be. And again, you can jump into the deep end and find yourself rising to the surface. I love it. This is a wonderful time for you to look at some old dreams, revisit them. Maybe you shelved some ideas. Maybe you shelved some ideas, some dreams, some projects, just thoughts that were running through your head. You made notes about them, put them in a notebook, and then you just shelved them for a while. And you thought, it's not time to do that, but, I like the idea. I want to keep it out there. Now is a good time for you to revisit it. Now is a good time for you to pull those ideas, those dreams, those thoughts, those projects down off the shelf, polish them up, and look at them from a different perspective. Re-examine them and just be like, okay, let's see if this will work out now. It really could be. It could be the time that you can really see something come of an idea that you've put on the shelf for a long time. I love this. I love this. This is a fantastic vibration to be in when you're looking at something and you can see the potential in it. Don't fall in love with the potential, but see the potential in something and see if you can make it better or see if you can make it actually happen. I love it. I love it. I love it. The lesson of the 1 is to push through insecurities and doubt while developing confidence in your own brilliance. Yeah. The mantra of the 1 is, I am inspiration. I fearlessly direct my creative ideas into action. 1 is an action number. It is definitely about stepping into it and taking action. The reason why I say you really do have to step into it and take action is because the shadow side. So the shadow effects of the vibration of the 1 is isolation, insecurity, and doubt. Now, when we have any of those things or all of them together, the isolation, insecurity, and doubt, it can come off as laziness, selfishness, or even a little bit of aggression there. Because when people come to you and they're just like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. It pisses you off because they don't know what's really going on. They don't know that you're dealing with your own insecurities. They don't know that you're struggling with self-doubt. They don't understand the reason why you're isolating yourself. They don't get that, life path 9. So it comes off in a bad way, or it can come off in a bad way of selfishness, laziness, or aggressiveness. So just watch yourself during this time, watch yourself during this month, and again, step into the vibration of new beginnings, of independence, individuality. I think that this is just such a marvelous time for you to really take the initiative and show your leadership capabilities. Yeah. I mean, because you're all about it. You embrace change. So let's embrace this. What do you think? And breathe some, maybe even, again, take a look at some ideas that you've shelved for a minute. And let's breathe some new ideas and new life into those ideas, into those dreams. I'd really like to shuffle my cards properly, but I have a cat here. It is the cat named Mouse, but, well, that was really helpful. Okay, I got some upside down cards in here, and y'all know how I feel about that. Okay, I can't do the spread properly because Mouse is in the way, so. Ooh, Isolde. Undying love. Oh, I gotta see what this is about. Okay, Isolde, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Oh my gosh. Again, this is about transition and new beginnings. If you love something, if you truly love something, it's eternal. It really is. That love never goes away. It may, again, move into something else. I mean, looking at Mouse here, I've had other animals that I've lost, but the love never goes away for the animals that I've lost. What do you think? Okay. This is really not easy. I know. I'm doing it because I'm letting him. Okay, the next card is time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. I love it. It's time to release, come on, Cannon, let's get focused here. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And, yeah, I think this is perfect because we are in Scorpio season still until the end of November. Don't chew cords. Okay, full moon in Scorpio, not new moon in Scorpio. Here we go. Mercury, stop chewing cords, baby. All right, again, it's time to release negativity. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Oh, yeah. Worrying about yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity that you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all of your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life could improve now if you make the effort. Use your magic. Oh, indeed. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Emote. It's all better out than in. You know, my great-grandmother used to say that. Better out than in. It's time to release that negativity. It's time to move on into a new beginning. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 9. I appreciate your support on my channel so much. Thank you for sticking around and sticking with me during my little break, my 4-month break. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful November. I will see you again next month. And until I do, get out there and make your magic. Bye.